Hello my planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be sharing with you my Plan With Me video for the month of September. I was having a difficult time figuring out what to do for September because there's no like big holidays or anything like that. And if you've watched my videos in the past, you know I'm a theme girl and I like having themes specifically related to the holidays and things like that are going on. But for this month, I decided I'm going to use that artsy uh, kit there. It came from Tuesday Morning. I know they have them at Michael's and things like that, but I bought this particular one at Tuesday Morning. And it really has more like a sewing theme to it, but I didn't really want to pull those pieces out. I kind of just used it more for the shabby chicness of it. So the layout turned out really, really cute. And obviously you'll see by the end, I really like this one. But, it really challenged myself to kind of think outside the box with, what can you use to really decorate your planner? And I know a lot of people do use Etsy stickers and things like that that costs, a couple dollars a sheet and things like that. But this particular little kit cost me, I think it was I want to say it was $2.99, but it might have been $3. I can't remember. But again, it's fairly inexpensive, and I have lots of the product left to continue to use. Um, I'm flipping through some paper packs I also got a Tuesday Morning. This particular one I got a Tuesday Morning. I don't even think I ended up using this one, so I'm not even really sure why I'm showing it to you, but I just want to kind of show you that I do kind of look at different items and see if, I can use them in my layouts. I end up using the Prima paper that's sitting there, the other paper pack. I do end up using that one. And basically what I wanted to do was, again, I went back to the papers that came with the artsy kit, and I wanted to use this doily one. This doily I definitely wanted to use. And so I just cut it out in kind of a really quick little cut to make it a corner piece. And then I'm going to be using all of the pieces throughout that kit, throughout this design is going to be from that kit and that Prima paper pack. And then I did pull a couple of washi tapes. I'm just showing you this real quick because this is the back of the cover of the September, my September one. The planner that I have is the little good, enjoy the little things. That's it. Enjoy the little things. And I just was showing you that that's the back cover of the September divider. I actually am decided that I want to use that. I didn't want to cover it. So you'll see here kind of towards the end, I'm actually going to be pulling out a non-dated cover and using that. So you'll see here in a second when I show it to you, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Not making any sense. Anyway, so here I am cutting out the paper like normal. And I'm just cutting all the boxes. All of this paper that you see here is cut from that artsy paper pack, including that white one. And I do, like I said, I'm going to pull some Prima paper because I didn't want it to be all just brown. I wanted to have some color in it. So I pulled out a kind of like a really light teal paper that had a kind of a newspaper print on it. And then I also end up using that flowery print here in a second. Like I'm showing you, I'm just kind of showing you kind of what I do to figure out what pieces I'm going to use, but I end up using that one. I don't actually end up using the other one, I don't think. Maybe I do. I guess I could have grabbed my planner and told you, but I don't have my planner handy right at this particular second, but I think I do end up using that paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the paper cut down, and then I will go to the next step. Okay, now that all my paper is cut out, I wanted to go back to that artsy because they had a cute couple little cute tags and things on there, so I wanted to pull some of those out. And I thought that was appropriate. That one tag says "Enjoy the little things," just like the cover of the planner. And then there's like that little one that's in the corner there at the top. It says "Handmade," and I'm definitely using that one as well. Okay, you can see that there's the flowers that I cut earlier, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to get the layout kind of set up here. I didn't really like the green in the layout, but it sort of kind of worked because I had that rose paper, and that rose paper had kind of that shade of green, so But as you can see, I'm pretty much covering up all of the green anyway because I didn't really like it. I'm going to be taking that lace that came in the Artsy kit, and I'm going to put that on that little tag right there. So what I'm trying to do here is, it's interesting because the lace had like a straight line border, and then it had like a little scallop border on one side. And I didn't like when I folded it that it had, like, you could tell that there was one side that was straight and the other side was not. So what I'm going to end up doing here in a second is I'm going to actually cut the lace so that the straight edge is gone. So you can see here, I'm just going to trim that straight edge off so that it's scalloped on both sides. I just thought it looked better. I thought it would be a prettier little tag on that, or I should say flag on that tag, if it had kind of a, both sides had a curve to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brad and I'm going to use it to attach it, that little lace piece, to that tag. And I really like how that turned out, and I end up using the tag in the top corner of the planner. All right, so you can see I just pulled out one of those. I want to say those are Prima, but I'm not sure. So I went ahead, and they may be, I don't know what they are. Sorry, I can't remember. But they're just little brads that have, that particular one had like a little design on it, like a little flower design on it. And I just trimmed up the lace a little bit so you can see there that it just says a little tag that came from that Artsy. All right, so now I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the side panel. And as you can see, I still haven't glued down my papers because I am not going to be using that September divider or monthly spread. I'm going to end up using a non-dated calendar for that. And I'm going to just cut the corner off of each of these edges. I forgot my quarter. I have a little rounder that I usually do this with, but I forgot it. I'm actually at my friend's house doing this Plan With Me video. And so I just grabbed her little corner cutter and I just cut the corners off of them. And it worked fine. And so I wanted to use that pretty ribbon that came in the paper, or that Artsy a little pack. And so I am going to end up putting it right there, and I'm going to put that enjoy the little things. I think that's what that tag says. I'm going to cut slits in it, and I'm going to weave that through the lace, so, or read it through the ribbon, I should say, and so that it is on the ribbon. So just give me a second here, and I'm going to cut the slits in both sides. And then I am going to put it at the top of the first week to cover up the boxes that don't have dates. All right, give me a second. It's almost done. All right. And then I do have to put down some paper. So I use some of the paper that came from the little kit that I have. It's kind of like got a texture on it, so it's really cool. So it's not just white, it has like a, well, like just a line design on it. So I cut it, trimmed it out to fit in the side panel, and then I'm also going to trim it to fit right there. So it gave it kind of another element to it because it had that texture on it. And so I'm just going to trim that up and then glue that down on both of those sides. But again, I'm not going to glue it to that because I'm not using that. All right. Oh yeah, and I filled that other box just to kind of make it look the same. And so just to kind of give you a sneak peek at what I'm thinking about doing, one of the reasons why I wanted to use that side of the divider, I have a particular project that I'm working on that I'm not quite ready to tell you about yet, but I have decided I want to use it for that particular project and not this one. So that's why I went ahead and I used an undated calendar. And it's interesting because I used the undated calendar on that side, but I used the dated calendar on the other side. So you can see I'm putting all the dates on here. And then when I was doing the plan with me, I was like, oh, I can't have these dates look like this and then the other side have the small little planner dates. So I ended up just covering all of the dates and making them all the same, even though it was already dated. But it looked weird having the kind of a thicker number on one side and then a thinner number on the other side. All right, so I'm going to get all that glued down. And then I also put just a couple of the little cutout parts that came with that kit. And I put down a September sticker at the top. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that little ribbon glued down with some double-sided sticky tape. And I'm just going to put that tape right there on the ribbon and then get that glued down. So again, this is something I've never done, so it's fairly a new idea to kind of use ribbon in the planner, but I figure if you pretty much can use anything you want in your planners. All right, so I'm working on the side panel here now, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I had that little tag that I had made earlier, and I had that ribbon in there, and I really wanted to use it. So I just went ahead and put down a piece of the ribbon. And I just think it's so pretty. It's like a velvet feeling to it. And I really liked it, so I wanted to use it. So I'm going to put that down on the side panel there. And then I'm going to end up putting those two little doilies that are sitting there on the side as well. Sorry, I keep adjusting the camera because I'm afraid that it's going to lose footage. Because when I'm planning at home, I can see my camera, so it doesn't usually happen because I just look over and I can see it the way that I have it set up. But this one is on a tripod, so when it's on the tripod, it's up too high and I can't see the screen. So, oh, the troubles. Okay, so there's the side panel. I think that turned out really cute. I'm going to actually add some of the words that came in the kit. I'm going to add some words to the side. So I just put some double-sided sticky tape on it, and I just added some words kind of going down the side of the lace as well. And I like how that turned out. And then I end up putting a sticker a little later. I'll end up putting a sticker at the very bottom. All right, and there's that one, that side, and then I'm just finishing gluing all the pieces down, and I am going to go ahead and put that handmade there on the corner piece, and then I just trim it up, and so it's kind of just looks like a tag. And let's see, again, just using kind of the pieces that came in that kit. They all have little words on them, and you'll be able to see it at the end when I show the picture. All right, so now I'm going to put some washi at the top to just cover up that 2016. I kind of felt like the font didn't really work with the shabby chic look that I had going on. So I just put some of that is some masking tape, washi tape stuff from, I think it's from Tim Holtz. I think. I don't know. I'm so bad at that. Just ask me in the comments if you want me to look it up. All right, and that didn't quite cover up the 2016 the way I wanted it to, so I was trying to pull something else out to cover it up, but I just decided I'm going to layer it with another piece of the green to kind of help cover it a little bit more, and that worked just fine. And then I put that pink back on there, and then I'm just going to cover it with another little word phrase from that pack. I keep referring back to the artsy pack, but again, I use that pretty much throughout the whole spread, so it has a lot of really cute words on it and things like that. And you can see there that I did add the numbers in on that second page. And again, I'll show you pictures at the end so you guys can really take a look at it, but this is really what it ended up looking like, and I think it's really pretty. I really like how it turned out, and I hope that you guys enjoy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.